We decided to name the EP A Dosage from Delusional because we'd written a bunch of songs, but only about 7 songs or so made it onto the EP.
It's a little bit of what we have in store. I think we got a lot more that everyone hasn't heard yet.
We're trying to tell a story with all the songs and tie them all together in one conceptual piece.
I wouldn't say that there's an underlying theme in the whole album, but there's definitely a link between all the songs because it has to do with the overall story.
So A Dosage from Delusional is just that. It's a dosage of what we have.
The album title kind of reflects that. It's just we're just considering this EP a small dosage of the rest of the story.
Only a small bit and piece, because I think, like I said, we have a lot more stored up inside of us ready to come out in the next release.
I got into this project through a good friend of mine. The name is PJ Angeloni. Called me up one day, said he had this band that's really good, and then it kind of happened from there.
I think I met Justina and Michael around the same time. I've always been friends with Justina, and Michael and I played in a band together for a few years.
He called me up one day and said, "So what are you doing with all these songs?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. We want to record them, but we don't really know how we're gonna do that right now. We had left our last studio situation." So he was like, "Listen, give Mike a call." He used to tour with Mike, and they've just been really good friends for a while as well. We contacted Mike Lisa, and he got us all set up with that situation. So thank you, PJ. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have this EP right now. So it's all you, buddy. Thanks.
The experience working with Mike Lisa was definitely a learning experience and also very fruitful experience because I learned a lot about production, getting the right tones, mics, just the overall process of recording. But at the same time, he also drove myself and the rest of the band to kind of go further than our own limits, or what we thought our own limits were.
Working with Mike Lisa was pretty awesome. It was a new experience for me. I never really was in a studio situation like that several different times and trying to lay down different tracks, especially as an adult. I did it when I was much younger and it was much different. So it was pretty cool. It was a new experience, a learning experience as well. I think we learned a bunch from it on what to expect the next time around.
It was the first studio experience that we had together as a band, so it was kind of a special experience.
It's like different, so many bands sound the same nowadays. And I think there's a bit of a signature sound in this EP as a whole.
My favorite moment during the whole process of recording A Dosage from Delusional was tracking the drums, because it's fun to sit there and just take after take after take, and sometimes short takes, sometimes a little longer. It's still fun, doesn't matter. Just sitting down playing and hearing yourself is awesome.
I'm Mike. I play drums in this band called Stelladeora. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. You probably haven't. They're very obscure. And we're here because we're recording a song today. You don't know the name of the songs though because they're really obscure as well. You probably won't even watch the video. I messed up.
If I talk about my drumming, I always think I can improve my drumming. I'm my own, worst critic when it comes down to it, and that's with anything, but drumming, first and foremost. I always think I can get better. I'm always trying to do it. Whenever I play something, I always think it sounds horrible. But I think that's how I get better, is by thinking that way and working to get to the next level, wherever that be. If you're ever satisfied with something, you'll never get better. It's just the way it is. So I always try not to be satisfied.
Mike's strengths as a drummer, there's things out there that I can't even play to that he has no problem with whatsoever.
I'm just cooler than everybody else because I've heard of this band before.
It smells like sex in here. What are you guys doing?
We're having sex.
Probably the best drummer that I've ever played with.
It's alright, I look down upon you, but just don't worry about it. It's okay.
But he's definitely afraid of the double bass pedal. But that's.
He knows exactly what kind of beat to put in each section of our songs. Like, and his dynamic. It's just, he knows how to play off of Avi's guitar parts really well.
I'm just here for moral support. I don't really do much in the band.
Avi does not have any strengths on the guitars. He's horrible. And Avi, if you are watching this, quit the guitar. Stop. Please.
I sit there, eat a lot.
Oh, Avi heard food. He's hungry now.
You should play the synthesizer.
Probably gonna eat a lot later.
Avi has great selection of chords. I think that is his greatest strength as a guitarist, is he always seems to play something a little bit different. It's not a straight power chord, or it's not something too simple. It's these awesome voicings that really complement Justin's vocals and the music really, really well. So besides his songwriting aspects and the melodies he writes when it comes to guitars and all that stuff, it's just his chord progressions are awesome.
I guess the process when it came to writing the songs on the EP kind of varied amongst all the songs. Some of them I would come up with some riffs and then we jam on those riffs, or maybe the bassist will have an idea, or Mike or drummer, or maybe a vocal idea. It's kind of all over the place with this album, but in the end it all kind of worked.
I knew I wanted to write with Avi right away when he started showing me some stuff that he was writing, and he would just come up with these like really catchy guitar hooks and these riffs, and I was just drawn to them because they were just so, they had this rock edge to them, but they had a poppy feel enough for me to, since I have like a background writing pop music, I really saw it as a way for me to go in a different route without completely changing my style. So I really related to the stuff that he wrote, like all the guitar parts that he wrote, and really piecing songs together with him was really fun, and it engaged me to want to write more with him.
You're like a chiropractor. You bend my bones until they break. I watch the morning turn to night.
I would say Justice's strengths as a vocalist have to be her ability to write that rock pop kind of catchy, in your face kind of vocal, which is nice and refreshing.
She's whiny, she's nasally, she always can't hear herself and we have to turn her up.
Yeah, can you turn my vocal up more?
It's like, son of a bitch, I want to hear myself. Why can't we hear the drums? Can never hear the drums. It's always Mike. Play softer. It's never Justina. Sing softer. No, it's Justina. We can't hear you because Mike's drums are too loud. You. God damn it.
This has to be the most challenging stuff that I have put vocals on to date.
No, Justina's strength as a singer and songwriter. First, her voice. I love the range. The range is phenomenal. It really is just high, it can be low.
I just have that tendency to want to stretch my vocal limitations. And so far, I've achieved everything that I wanted to set out to do on this record.
It's just a huge range. And the lyrics just, it goes along with the story that we have so well for the EP and just the music in general. And the lyrics just are great. And collabing with her and getting the melodies and everything said is just a blast. It really is.
PJ actually came into the studio with us when our original bass player had left. We were still kind of trying to finish up production. We didn't have someone to come into the studio and put those tracks down. So I said, listen, PJ, we really need someone to put this bass down. So he's like, no problem. So he just came down, we hung out in Mike Lion's studio for the day. He annoyed us a little bit with his corny jokes.
I like Goodbye August too. There's a lot of strings in that. That came out really
No
good.
strings attached.
No strings attached. Yeah.
We annoyed him a little bit. Well, I annoyed him a little bit.
PJ. You're not escaping me. Alright, who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Batman.
Oh,
You have to write this down for me. There's not enough deodorant for this whole conversation.
Are you perspiring now?
Yeah, I'm sweating. No, don't do that.
He just doesn't shut up.
Oh my god.
PJ. Shut up.
I don't think I could get anything done with this guy.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of laughs. Everybody was so serious.
But it was a fun day overall.
I think for every band, you kind of look at where they're at and where you need to be on a recording. I think in this band's case, kind of making the most out of the least. We did a lot of cool post-production, not just using guitars, a lot of synths, a lot of strings, a lot of experiment.
My favorite moment when recording the EP would have to be Samo. Samo. Cello. Cello. Live strings.
We're getting some strings today.
It's an amazing experience to watch someone put live strings down on your track.
Thanks.
Alright, so ease it in real slow, keep it pretty soft.
And it brought it to life. Times a bajillion.
Nice. Okay, so the last Samo is a local buddy of mine, super talented. He's done strings on a couple of my bands before, and
See them like puppets.
yeah, he does puppet shows too. But yeah, he's very classically trained, and he's got a great ear.
He's got two of them.
My expectations for this EP: have fun with it.
And getting our name out there and spreading the music that we've written for the story.
We're just excited to have people hear it. So my expectations are just to get it to the masses and let people enjoy it as much as we enjoyed writing it and recording it and playing it live.
The people that are downloading it, thank you so much. We really appreciate all your support.
Some people are buying it, so thank you. If you bought it, really appreciate that. You helped pay for nothing in this house.
And our family and friends who come out to like every show, and they're really supporting us all the way. We really appreciate that.
So the next one, I really hope that we can record all the songs we have, get them all out there, and basically finish the first part of the story, or have a complete story from beginning to end.
We just want to write more songs that, continue to tell our story and challenge ourselves more with how we write.
I think because this EP kind of took so long, it kind of has a lot of our older writing style put into it, because these are kind of older songs. So going forward, I would say
do stuff that we didn't do on the first EP.
the new EP would have a lot more of our more current influences.
More live strings would definitely be cool though.
Sitar.
I think going forward would be a lot more experimental.
And for the next album, I think Avi should definitely play the synthesizer.
Or whatever those Indian drums are, the tabla drums.
More of everything.
Thank you guys for all the support, for everything, for watching this video. If you hate the music, thank you for hating the music. Because you gotta have haters too, so all you people out there, just thank you.
Over and out. That's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap!
Be careful.
Be careful.
donating if you don't mind, so I can like buy like a light bulb or something.